2013 Nissan Sentra. And this is an SL. Go say hi, Nippy. Alright, so that's what it looks like. And this is the passenger side. That's what we're working on. And we're working on this little ball joint situation here. Okay, so this is the old ball joint. It's wore out really bad. It comes out from the bottom like this. And basically, in this little ring, oops, that little ring has to come off. Okay, and so basically what I did is I hit it here at the top and pushed it out like that. And I used the jack stand like this to back it up. Used a jack stand, hit it there about 10 times or whatever till this thing fell out. So there, we're done with that. Putting the new one in is a little different. Now this is the new one right here. It's got a grease zerk on it. Alright, and that's came from Napa Auto Parts. It's got a little C-clip instead of that ring business on there. Alright, so I have a ball joint adapter kit like this, but it still doesn't solve the problem. So the problem is that the outside diameter of this thing here, it doesn't fit well. But the 32mm socket that you use to take the axle nut off, that fits on there just fine. So I'm going to put this adapter into that socket, and then this one here that has the button on it, I'm going to put it on top like that and press it in. So if you don't have a C-press, what you'll have to do is you can set it up with this socket like this and put the floor jack under it. You put that floor jack under it right here, and then you can beat it into place with another big socket on top. Now I don't recommend doing that, but if you don't have all those tools, then that's sort of a little different of a situation. Alright, so that's how the setup looks. It's all the way in right now. There we go. We're done. Alright, so I've got that snap ring put on there. I use these gear wrench snap ring things here. They work okay, but it's kind of a pain in the butt because it wants to twist and you got to mess with it, so it's a bit of work. So if you want to hang around after this, I'm going to put that spindle back on, and I'll do a little bit at a time because I just don't want to make a super long video out of this. Okay, so here we go here. This 14mm, that's a 15 nut there. I'm just kind of sliding this little feller on there. Now this is the spindle, okay? And I'm going to get that thing tightened up and we'll take it to the next step. I do not have any torque specifications, so if you want that, you'll have to look elsewhere. Okay, so I'm about to put this together. I supported it there so that that lower control arm didn't wiggle around so much. Put a little bit of fluid film on these splines here and a little bit in there. And so basically I'm going to shove that axle in. Okay, so I've got the axle started in there, and basically I just push down on this and turn that spindle hard all the way so that it'll fit, and it just barely fits. So now I'm just going to stand this up. It takes two hands. I need to support this and push this up at the same time. Okay, so you can see how I've got it all in there, and this whole thing is kind of loosey-goosey, see? And so I'm just going to push this down and line those up. We got two bolts. There's no Loctite on these. These probably torque down to, 55, somewhere in that range. Good and tight is good and tight, buddy. There's no Loctite on them, but they're just pinch bolts on this spindle, on this hub assembly here. So I'm going to get those in there, and hold on a second. Okay, so I got those two in there. I went ahead and put some fluid film on that hub and cleaned it up. Make sure you clean it up with a wire brush. The fluid film, put your brake rotor on there, put two of these on there, and then we'll be ready for our bracket, our brake caliper bracket. And those two there will get Loctite on them. I put blue Loctite and torque those down to 55, 65. Just make sure they're good and tight, because on Nissans, these right here are the ones you have to worry about. If I've ever seen any of them come loose, it would be on these. Alright, so I've got these tightened up. I've got my ABS sensor routed. Okay, this is it here. This is a Southern car. We're easy down here. I got this thing cleaned up nice and pretty. I'm going to put some fluid film on it. put that back together, put this tie rod end on, and then we're done. Of course, I need to tighten this up, torque it down, and I'm not going to tell you what the torque is on that either because I don't know. But we're just going to tighten that one down good and tight. I marked it when I took it off. I'm going to put the line back where it was, call it good. I hope this helps somebody. If you have any questions, give me a call, give me a ring. You don't have my number, too bad. We'll just go with a message, a comment below. Give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. Y'all have a good day. Have a good weekend. Thank you.